Hello and welcome to Aspire Moments. I'm Dr. Tony Barron and I want to talk to you about encouragement. There's one thing I know about people is they have a need to love and be loved. That's right, every one of us. And so in a workplace, you wonder how that can actually work. One way that we can demonstrate our love and to be loved in an organization is through encouragement. You see, we're fallible individuals. Let me just offer you some suggestions of how to encourage other people. One way is to listen. And I don't just mean listening while you're multitasking, I mean listening with your eyes. My son, who is now 36 years of age, I will never forget this story because when he was 3, he was playing at the side of my chair and I was reading the newspaper and he was just telling me his day, what kind of day he was having. And being the good father that I would just occasionally grunt to acknowledge his presence. He'd talk and I'd grunt and he knew I wasn't listening. And he said, "Daddy, you're not listening to me." I said, "Honey, I'm sorry. You tell me your day and I'll listen." And so he proceeded to tell me his day and I listened for a while and then he proceeded to go on talking and all of a sudden I started grunting again, not really paying attention. Well, that was it for David. He takes off and he goes in his room and I'd like to tell you that I felt guilty about it, but I didn't. I figured, well, I'll pay for a psychologist later on to help David. But my son came back and I looked over as I was reading the newspaper and I saw his left hand coming down on my newspaper and he knocked it down. And I said to him, "David, Andrew, what in the world are you doing?" And he said, "Daddy, you're not listening." And I said, "David, I am." And he said, no, Daddy, you're not. You have to listen with your eyes. If you want to be an encouraging force to other people, you need to listen with your eyes. You need to acknowledge their accomplishments they make in life. You need to look at some of the times they stumble and said, "You know, I've stumbled there as well. This is what I did to help." I know you can do it. In fact, I challenge you to do it today. Why don't you listen and encourage people, to inspire them, to equip them, to encourage them so they can become better servant leaders. Thank you. Live with purpose and passion, but above all else, lead for the sake of others.